Welcome to another electrifying episode of 100% Mark. I'm your host, Jane AIBott, and today we've got a lot to dive into as we journey down the fast lane to AEW's biggest spectacle, All In. The wrestling world is buzzing with anticipation, and at the center of it all is one of the most fearless, death-defying athletes to ever step into the ring, Darby Allin. Could Darby Allin be on the cusp of making history and eventually claiming the AEW World Championship? The stakes have never been higher, and the road to All In is paved with twists, turns, and high-octane action. We'll break down everything you need to know as Darby Allin fights to solidify his legacy as one of the greatest to ever do it. So buckle up, wrestling fans, it's going to be a wild ride. Darby Allin poised for AEW World Championship run, a deep dive into the possibility. In a development that has sparked considerable excitement among wrestling fans, Darby Allin is reportedly being considered for a significant milestone in his AEW career, a run with the AEW World Championship. This potential storyline was highlighted in a recent report by the Wrestling Observer newsletter, suggesting that Allin might soon join the elite ranks of AEW World Champions, a move that could drastically reshape the landscape of all elite wrestling. The road to the World Championship. Darby Allin, known for his daredevil persona and relentless in-ring style, is no stranger to the spotlight. Over the past few years, he has captivated audiences with his unique blend of high-risk maneuvers and gritty storytelling, establishing himself as one of AEW's most beloved and enigmatic stars. Now, it appears that Allin's hard work and dedication might be rewarded with the ultimate prize in professional wrestling, the AEW World Championship. According to the report, Allin is set to challenge for the World Championship on the September 25th Grand Slam episode of AEW Dynamite, emanating from the iconic Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York. This high-stakes match will see Allin face off against the winner of the All In showdown between Swerve Strickland and Bryan Danielson. The anticipation for this match is palpable, with fans eagerly speculating on the outcome and what it could mean for Allin's future in AEW. Behind the scenes, the Allin Championship discussion. While Allin's World Championship match is already generating buzz, the real intrigue lies in what might follow. The Wrestling Observer newsletter reports that there have been serious discussions within AEW about giving Allin a run as world champion. This is no small feat, considering the prestige associated with the AEW World Championship and the caliber of talent that has held the title in the past. The report indicates that Allin's potential title reign is not just a fleeting idea but a concept that has been seriously contemplated by AEW's decision-makers. However, the exact timing of when this reign might begin remains uncertain. This uncertainty adds an element of unpredictability to Allin's upcoming title match, as fans and analysts alike ponder whether AEW will pull the trigger on Allin's championship coronation at Grand Slam or save it for a later date. The Danielson factor, a short reign looming? Another layer to this unfolding story is the status of Bryan Danielson, who is currently the betting odds favorite to win the world title at All In. Danielson, a veteran of the wrestling industry and a former world champion in multiple promotions, is widely regarded as one of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time. However, Danielson's career is reportedly nearing its conclusion, with rumors of an impending neck surgery that could sideline him indefinitely. Given this context, it is believed that if Danielson does win the AEW World Championship, his reign might be brief, perhaps serving as a transitional phase before passing the torch to a younger star like Allin. This scenario would not only elevate Allin to the top of the AEW hierarchy but also provide a fitting storyline for Danielson's potential swan song in the ring. Allin's moment in the spotlight. Regardless of who emerges victorious at All In, Darby Allin's path to the AEW World Championship seems to be a matter of when rather than if. His ascension to the top of AEW would be a testament to his perseverance and the connection he has built with the audience. For a wrestler who once seemed destined to be an underdog forever, a world title reign would solidify Allin's legacy as one of AEW's most iconic figures. As the September 25th Grand Slam event approaches, all eyes will be on Arthur Ashe Stadium to see if Darby Allin's moment of glory has finally arrived. Whether it's against Swerve Strickland or Bryan Danielson, Allin's pursuit of the AEW World Championship promises to be a defining chapter in his already storied career. Darby Allin's Texas-sized ambitions, the AEW Daredevil talks All In, Jack Perry, and life-altering leaps. As the countdown begins for All In Texas, set to take place over a year from now, AEW star Darby Allin is already planning his next death-defying stunt. Known for his reckless abandon and high-risk style, Allin isn't just content with competing, he's searching for the next platform to launch himself from. Fresh off an interview with the Dallas Morning News, the enigmatic wrestler shared his thoughts on AEW's growth, his upcoming match with Jack Perry at All In London, and his relentless drive to inspire the next generation of fans through his unforgettable in-ring antics. The journey from day one, witnessing AEW's meteoric rise. Reflecting on his journey with AEW, Darby Allin couldn't hide his pride in being part of something monumental. The experience itself was amazing. Because I've been here since day one in AEW. Like, literally, day one, he began, his voice tinged with the weight of years of blood, sweat, and sacrifice. Allin's words carry the gravitas of someone who's seen the company grow from a risky startup to a global phenomenon. We didn't know if anybody was gonna care, or how it was gonna be. So to fast forward all these years later in such short time, actually setting an all-time attendance record in a wrestling event at Wembley Stadium last year, it's heavy stuff, he explained. Allin's reflection isn't just about nostalgia, it's about the tangible results of perseverance. AEW's rapid growth, from uncertain beginnings to record-breaking events, isn't lost on him. People don't truly understand how fast we've grown, he emphasized. And to see it from the very beginning, it's amazing. For Allin, the announcement of All In Texas, slated for July 12, 2025, isn't just another event, it's a culmination of years of hard work, a testament to the sacrifices made by him and his colleagues. All the sacrifices, the physical craziness I've been through in the last few years, it feels like it's all added to a moment like announcing July 12, 2025. It's incredible. The search for the next big leap, Darby's eternal quest for impact. Darby Allin's reputation as a daredevil is well-earned, and his comments about his preparation for All In Texas only reinforced that image. When Renee Paquette mentioned that Allin was already scouting for things to jump off, it wasn't an exaggeration. That's the very first thing I did. After the press conference, I was just walking around, looking around like, what can I fall off of? Allin admitted with a grin. For him, the architecture of a stadium isn't just a backdrop, it's a playground, a stage for creating moments that fans will remember for a lifetime. Allin's mindset is one of a performer who understands the impact of spectacle. He's not just thinking about his next match, he's thinking about the lasting impression he'll leave on fans, particularly the younger ones. I put myself in the shoes of being like a fourth-grade kid, you know what I mean? Like, if I saw something, what will I remember for my entire life? He mused. Allin knows the power of inspiration, after all, he's lived it. It's pretty crazy, you know, just how you can inspire somebody and change the whole trajectory of their life. This philosophy is deeply personal for Allin, who didn't find the confidence to pursue wrestling until he was 21. Despite being a lifelong fan, he almost abandoned his dream, convinced it was impossible due to his size and other perceived limitations. You start growing up, and around junior and high school, feel like the real world smacks you across the face. And then you start thinking, yeah, this is impossible, you know, you're too small and all this stuff, he recalled. But Allin never stopped believing in the power of dreams, and now he wants to be the spark that ignites that belief in others. If I'm that one person to help someone change their life, like, let's do it. And oddly enough, if it all starts with leaving some crazy memory, like jumping off a scaffold, you don't forget things like that. A collision course with Jack Perry, the story behind the promo. Darby Allin's rivalry with Jack Perry has been simmering for some time, but it reached a boiling point with Allin's recent promo. In it, Allin laid bare the stark differences between their paths to AEW. "I was literally homeless. And I didn't know where my career was going," Allin revealed, his words dripping with the intensity of someone who's fought tooth and nail for every inch of success. "When I first entered pro wrestling, I was like, I'm either gonna make this as Darby, or I'm gonna fail at this as Darby, but I'm not gonna change a thing." Allin's path to AEW was anything but smooth. He recalled how he relentlessly pursued an opportunity with the company, driven by a sense of destiny. "I was bothering the hell out of Cody Rhodes, because I felt it in my soul this is where I need to be, and I'll stop at nothing," he said. In stark contrast, Allin pointed out how easy the journey seemed for Perry, who had connections and opportunities handed to him. "It was so easy for him to get here, and I didn't even know if I was gonna make it." For Allin, this isn't just a match, it's a battle for the soul of what he believes wrestling should be. When you see someone, you can see in their eyes if they have that killer instinct. He just seemed like this was spring break for him. "It's just fun. Like, you didn't have to really fight for anything your whole entire life," he argued. The disdain in Allin's voice was palpable as he described Perry's approach to his career. "He's TNT champion, but he's, like, never on TNT. You can show up to work when it's convenient to you." The upcoming coffin match between Allin and Perry at Wembley Stadium is the culmination of all this tension. Allin isn't interested in a drawn-out feud, he wants to end it, decisively and dramatically. "I don't want to have a year-long program with Jack. I just want to put it to an end," he declared. For Allin, this match is personal, and he's prepared to go to any lengths to ensure that the memory of this clash, and his career, endures long after the final bell. Well, that's my time. I want to thank you for sharing this journey with me. Attention wrestling aficionados. Get ready to plunge into the electrifying world of professional wrestling. Don't miss a single heart-pounding moment. Make sure you're locked in, subscribed, hitting that like button, and turning on notifications to catch all the action. Here's what's in store for you each week. Mondays and Fridays. Join Big Time and Paulus Clark for live reviews of Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. Tuesdays on Patreon and Wednesdays on YouTube, tune into the New Japan Rebound podcast with host Miguel Z. Wednesdays, a new episode of In Mark Dom We Trust with your host Jane AIBott. Sundays, join Big Time, Paulus Clark, and Miguel Z for the weekly Roundup podcast at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Dive deep into the week in wrestling, breaking news, major storylines, and insightful commentary. We sincerely appreciate you spending your valuable time with us. Your support means the world to us, and we're thrilled to embark on this journey and discussion with you. Together, we're a tribe, and together, let's continue to thrive. Stay connected, stay engaged, and let's make every week unforgettable in the realm of professional wrestling.